Hello everybody, this is Johnny the Restorer. I'm working on my 1972 Mercedes Benz, and today I would like to show the viewers that are out there and that can use some tips on how to change the rear links on the sway bar. As you can see, the links are right there, and I got the new links that I'm going to put in from the Mercedes dealership, and this is what they look like. Okay, this is Gen 1 Mercedes part. Now here, to start, you will have to heat this thing up because it's got the rust, about 50 years old rust on it, and these are pretty tight, rusted. So if you will try to loosen them up without using the heat, you might break them. My suggestion is and advice to use the heat as much you need to break them loose easy, so you don't damage anything. That'll save you time and money. So the trick here is to trying to hold the camera and the light. Okay, first you heat this up and you take this link off the ball joint. There's a ball joint here. I've already heated this up, so you know. If you pull this off, as you can see, it just comes off like that. You'll have to use the heat on it so you can get this out of the way, and all you have is that ball joint there, and then this nut here, which is 17 millimeter. Bolt here, 17 millimeter, and then there is a nut in the back that secures it, which is also 17 millimeter with the washer on it. So when you put this thing back on, keep in mind, just put it back on the same way. Alright, so the reason I got that part out of the way so I can actually use the socket on this bolt here through the ball joint, and while I got another opening wrench on the other end, and then get it loose. You may have to apply a lot of heat depending on how bad it is. I had to use a lot of heat, and then okay, and I already got this loose. But you'll have to use a breaker bar with the socket on this end, and then just use an open end wrench behind to hold it while you turning it. Be careful, don't burn yourself. Okay, there's the washer and the nut. Okay, there's a nut there, and the washer fell down there, so you can see down there. Okay, let me grab that. Okay, this is it. Put that on the side because you're gonna have to use it with your new links. Okay, let's just put that over here, and your ball joint will come out with the bolt and attached to it. If you compare this to the new links, this is how it was. Okay, so for the ease of work, just get this part out, the old one, because you're not going to use it anyways, and just use the socket on this end right here, 17 millimeter. Then you can turn it easy, otherwise it won't budge even if you use a lot of heat. So okay, so that's what we have now. Just slide that back, then you can put your new links on. And I also got the bottom part loose there. I don't know if you can see, but okay, there's the other part down there that I also got loose by using the socket. And you have to use the same thing, just Alright. Okay, I'm using a 17 millimeter. Let me see if you can see better. Turn this. You initially would have to use a socket on it to get it loose, and then after that I can just use this open end wrench. Let me see if I can use my hand to get the rest of it out. No, I can't. Okay. Alright. It's almost out. Almost out. Oh, it's a little tough to get. There it goes. All right. So the bottom one, as you can see, there's a washer there. All right. Let's see here. So, got that off. So make sure to put it back on the same way. All right. All right, now we're ready to put the new links on there. I got the other one off from the bottom. So just bear with me. All right, guys, sorry about the light. So, ready for the new link. So the top part will just have the washer and the nut there. The bottom part will only have the washer that will actually screw in. Then you tighten. So when you put the bottom part on, that goes behind your rotor, you'll have to use 17 millimeter on this to tighten it, and then the screw will go in on its own. And the top, just have to put this through that metal bar here. Actually, the bracket, I mean, right there. Just have to squeeze on this bracket. So as you can see, so it will line up correctly, otherwise it will not. So you push that back, then you squeeze the bracket so you can line up the hole, and then you'll put the link through. Alright guys, got the new link on. As you can see, put the top one here, the nut and the washer in the back here. Let's link through it, through the bracket. Then the bottom one, as you can see, it's going to go in that threaded part, and you'll have to use the open end wrench 17 millimeter. Okay, right there. And then tighten this, screw that in, and then here you'll just have to put one on the top link. To tighten this, you'll have to put a 17mm socket here, not socket, open and wrench. Hold it while you tighten with another 17mm open and wrench. And make sure you tighten them all the way so they won't come loose in the future. Alright guys, I'm finished tightening up, and as you can see, the top link, this is how it is. The nut in the back all the way tightened, and the bottom link also tightened all the way in there into the thread, and it's nice and sturdy, and it's restored part of the suspension, and you should feel like your Mercedes will ride the way it should be with these new links. Definitely looks like a nice job done. Thank you for watching, and once again, this video was about installing the rear right and left side links for the rear sway bar for Mercedes 1972 Mercedes Benz 250 model, and both sides are the same way. Thank you for watching. Okay, I'll be talking to you guys again with another video, because I'm working on this car and there's more stuff that I'll be installing. Once again, thank you for watching. Bye.